needed.
It's 5:18. Good Tuesday morning to you. We're glad you're up with us here on 13 Sunrise, and you're probably glad to hear that weather-wise, you don't have anything big to worry about. We're not talking about any big storms or even like flooding the way that some parts of the country are seeing this morning.
We're going to be one of the quietest places in the country, which is good news.
Right.
Because sometimes we can turn pretty ugly around here, but you're going to like your Tuesday.
Okay.
It's going to be a nice day today. It is a cooler start out there this morning. That's one thing we've all kind of talked about this morning as we were walking in. The humidity is a little bit lower and the air is still. There's a very, very light north wind there at Lucas Oil. You can see live from downtown Indianapolis. There's the skyline here. In just about an hour and 10 minutes, we'll have sunrise. So if you look closely, you can kind of see the very first glimpses of first light out there. But we're dry. And we'll have a lot more sun today. Some of us were really cloudy for a good chunk of the day yesterday, and then the sun eventually came back out. Today, we should be on the mostly sunny side throughout the day. It is a cooler start, though, thanks to that cold front that hit us yesterday. And a few of us got some showers and a few rumbles of thunder in parts of southern and far eastern Indiana. I'll show you the rainfall totals here in just about 15 minutes or so. But this morning is a little bit cooler out there, a lot of 60s and even a couple of 50s farther north towards White County, Carroll and Cass counties, even Crawfordsville at times. We've been in the upper 50s. We're also tracking a little bit of patchy fog. Not everyone's got it. Newcastle, we're down to 1 mile visibility, down to 1. There in Bedford, Seymour, we're under a half-mile visibility there for the Owls. And Lafayette, we're down to some lower visibility. And then some of us are perfectly fine out there this morning. So we'll continue to watch that, but don't be surprised on your morning commute to run into a little bit of patchy fog, especially if you're in some of the rural areas. But this morning, it's dry and the humidity is slightly lower. I think you'll like that throughout the day today. Now, we can't completely get rid of it. It is July, but we've cut off that south wind at least for a few hours. This morning, you've got a light north wind, but later this afternoon, a very light south wind does start to come back. We're going to get warm today. It's not necessarily going to be chilly at all. It's going to get into the upper 80s. That's actually above average. We should be in the mid 80s for this time of year. But the south wind doesn't come until too late to really bring humidity yet. So you're going to notice slightly less mugginess out there today, which is great news for our student athletes. We are back at it. Moratorium week was last week. Now we're on the trek to the official start of the fall sports season. It's going to be a warm one, but the humidity won't be so bad. Now, later this evening, we've got some storm chances really in Illinois. We've got a front coming in from the west, and we're probably going to be watching those bigger storms across parts of Champaign and Springfield. But here at home, we don't really have too many severe chances. However, we do have some leftover showers and rumble of thunder chances later this evening, generally after 7 o'clock. Best chances will be farther to the west. As these clusters move east, they'll be breaking apart. But throughout the late evening hours and overnight hours tonight, there could be a passing shower or rumble of thunder. But throughout the daylight hours today, I think you'll be dry. We'll have a mix of sun and clouds passing on by. Times where it turns a little cloudier and then times where it'll be a little bit sunnier. But we'll get well into the upper 80s. We could hit 90, but I think most of us will be in the upper 80s. Now, there's a chance for a very stray shower to the east, but really it's this complex coming in from the west. Now, it looks gnarly at first, but notice how it will likely weaken in as sun sets and we start to cool off a little bit. But we're probably going to get some scattered leftovers to the west later this evening and overnight tonight. That's something that Angela Buckman will be tracking later tonight, and she'll be watching pretty closely as well. That system that is off to the west that's going to spark that round will come in tomorrow. So tomorrow is going to be a lot more unsettled with temperatures in the 80s, and we've got more storm chances later this week as well. But at least it's a quiet start. This